guys, this video is for an ILS landing with the 737 800, the original, not the Zebo or anything like that. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to properly land this plane with the ILS system. Right now I'm in pause. So you know, if you would be approaching, you would have these on, the auto throttle on, and the autopilot on. So yeah, the first thing you want to do is you want to set your ILS frequency. You can see here, I would put it into this one right here. I'd be able to turn it like this and switch it. And then I'll press this one to transfer it over here. And I need to do it on both of these sides. You can see it's the same frequency on both sides. And then you should see these two buttons right here. You want to go ahead and press on both of them so they light up like that. As soon as they light up, you know that this panel it's done with. So once you've done the panel, another thing is, hold on a second. There we go. So these two little magenta things, I would say, it's this one tells you how aligned you are with the runway. So if it's in the center, that means I'm perfectly aligned. And this one tells me if I'm too high or too low. So right now it's saying, this is saying I'm almost aligned with the runway I want to land on. And this one, it's saying, if it's all the way up here, it means you're too low. If it's all the way down here, it means you're way too high. So yeah, and something you can do to automatically tune your ILS is you'll press M to open up your map, and you have this, right? And then you go over here to IFR low en route, and whichever frequency. So this is the frequency I put down on the panel, actually, down here for 07, right? You can just press on tune nav 1, tune nav 2, and it's going to automatically put it. That's what I do when I practice my ILS landings. So that's put there. You also want to look at the course. The course is 71, so 71 right here, 71 right there. And yeah, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to show you guys. So you want to have your frequency. You want to have both of these switches lit up, I mean. You want to have autopilot still if you're doing an ILS. And yeah, I'm gonna just try to not crash here because it just spawns me randomly. So once you see these two things appear, you wanna, on your final turn, you wanna press VOR lock, and that's automatically gonna get you aligned with the runway, right? So you can see I'm pretty much aligned with this one now, and you can see how the plane's turning by itself and all that good stuff. To get line. Now you can see this one is coming down. I'm going to put my gear down as well. So when this one's coming down, when you see it hit the middle right here, when this one hits the middle, you want to go ahead and press this button right here, APP. It's a autopilot panel. You want to press on it as soon as this one is in the middle right here. This one's telling me I'm pretty much aligned, right? So that's perfect. This one tells me if I'm too high or too low. So right now it's descending by itself. I'm not doing anything. My hands are up right now, and I'm not controlling the plane at all. It's all in autopilot. So I'm going to show you guys what it should look like so far. Okay. It's continuing to go down, as you can see. Very slowly, but still going down. You can see I'm pretty much aligned with this runway now. And we gotta wait a little bit more until this one's in the middle. And I'm gonna show you a little trick after this to show you how you can just keep on practicing these ILS approaches. It might get a little annoying. Here, look. So it's basically in the middle. Not quite yet, but I do it right when it's in the middle like that. And you wanna go ahead and click on APP. Now the plane should start diving by itself. Don't worry, that means that it's just getting itself at the right altitude. So you can see this, if you see two white dots and two red dots, it means you're descending at the correct angle. Now this is what you should see. This is perfect. This means you're at the perfect altitude, you're descending at the perfect angle, and this means you're perfectly aligned. So you should see all of that. Now, I usually disengage my speed. I manually control it when I get like pretty close to it. So I'll show you guys. So I'm not doing anything right now. It's doing everything by itself. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's the beeping noise. That means that it's getting itself, it means you're getting closer to the ILS and all that stuff. It means you're on the correct frequency, and every different frequency has a different beeping rhythm, I would say. So yeah. So we're going to keep on approaching here. Like I said, I'm not doing anything. See, this means I'm a perfect angle. Oh, sorry about that. I'm approaching the runway. This looks beautiful right now. Alright. I would disengage the speed right now, I guess. And now I'm controlling the speed, but it's not even really moving, honestly, the speed. So I'm not worrying about that. This might not be the best landing. I'm not very good in landings in this plane. Okay. I'm still not controlling it manually. It's all by itself still. Okay, now it's manual, so it looks beautiful. Come on, please don't be a bad landing in front of people. Okay. There's the landing. Okay, now we're gonna get reversers out, braking. And that's it. It wasn't the best landing, actually. I mean, it says great landing, I guess, but my opinion, it wasn't very good. And you can see how it said very good flare, and that's because the flare was automatic. And the flare is basically when the airplane pulls back. You know, when you're landing, you pull back, so that your the wheels on the back, they're supposed to hit the runway first, right? That's why you pull back, so you want them to hit first. You also want to, it's like gliding down onto the runway. You stall yourself onto the runway. That's basically how landing goes. And yeah, so I'm just gonna randomly stop right here. I'm not gonna do the whole taxi. Yeah, now we've safely gotten to the ground. And I'll show you guys the replay real quick. Okay. I'll show you guys most of the ILS approach. So it's in the end when you get closer to the runway. If you have like, I usually just hold my joystick, and it disengages by itself. Like I would say disengages at about like, look it. It would disengage at like maybe around this area when it says like, when the pilot says like 20, or when the computer says 20 or 30. Around 30 it disengages, and then it's yourself that's landing. Why is my wheel? There we go. And yeah. And you can actually do pretty good landings. And I said I would show you guys a little trick. If you press M, you have like this map that pops up, right? Oh, sorry about that. Oh yeah. If you press M, you have this map that pops up, like the airport, and it shows where your plane is, right? If you click on like one of the random runways, to practice your landings, just do a random final approach, and it's just going to put you in the air, so you can just practice your landings a bunch. You don't have to take off or whatever every time. You can just do this, press on it, and it's going to put you, I'll just show you guys actually real quick. Let me get out of replay mode. There you go. If I do, for example, final approach for this, it's going to say start new flight. And as you can see, it just puts me randomly to the air, pretty close to the runway, so I can practice. And another thing is, if you click on this and choose IFR landing, IFR low and route, you can choose the runway, the ILS runway you want to do. So in this case, we did 07 right, so I did 2 nav 1, 2 nav 2. So, oh, actually, forget about everything I said. You do IFR low and route, and then you click on whichever runway, and then you want to click on ILS Approach, let it load up, and then once it's done loading up, just press 2 nav 1 and 2 nav 2, and that'll mean that it automatically sets it down here. So I'll show you guys actually real quick. So you see this is different than this. So if I do 2 nav 1, you can see it automatically puts it. And then look at here too. There it is. So now it tuned it on both of them without me having to turn all these knobs and stuff. So that's what I do when I'm just practicing. If I'm doing like an actual ILS like landing with a real flight, I would set it automatically, because in real life you don't have the option to do it like that. And it also, if you tune it, oh my gosh, what are we doing here? If you tune it, then you have your course that automatically sets on one of them, not both of them. I put it on both of them, but it automatically puts it on one of them. And like I said, you don't need to do both of them, but yeah. That's basically, oh my gosh, what am I doing? That's basically it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Have fun with this method, ILS. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.